The Resource Foundation was created back in 1987 by our founder, Lauren Fennell. Lauren was a former Peace Corps volunteer and an international development consultant who'd seen firsthand the difference that programs developed by and for local communities could make. These organizations had direct knowledge of their local needs and realities, but had difficulty obtaining the resources they needed for their programs. At the same time, there were U.S. donors who wanted to support local initiatives, but didn't know how. And that's where we stepped in. The Resource Foundation was created with the goal of helping these organizations raise awareness and badly needed funds for their programs, as well as strengthen their internal systems so that they could better serve their communities. Our vision is a more inclusive, equitable society in Latin America. This is a vibrant, diverse region. It is innovative and growing, but it also faces certain inherent challenges stemming from generations of social and economic disparities. We're working to give people in all sectors of society access to the opportunities they need to effect lasting change. In the short term, our objective is to increase the knowledge and skills available to all communities, particularly disadvantaged groups, such as women, youth, and the disabled. To do so, we're partnering with effective local organizations that share our long-term vision, recognize the inherent value in all people, understand the challenges, and develop vanguard programs to create a platform for success. The Resource Foundation has been supporting local programs in Latin America and the Caribbean for more than 25 years. While many of the issues we address are global, we believe this regional focus is our greatest strength. Latin America has a rich diversity of cultures and realities. The region also shares certain similarities: the warmth of its people, their capacity, and their potential, to name a few. They are the source of our inspiration. The single mothers learning to improve their family's nutrition, the women learning to strengthen or create a small business, or the teachers working to become more effective educators. Our network of more than 270 trusted local organizations in 29 countries across Latin America and the Caribbean uniquely positions us for success. There are three key features that make the Resource Foundation effective. First, our broad network of partner organizations in Latin America fosters an ongoing process of learning, self-improvement, and enrichment for all actors involved. Second, communication is a core value of the Resource Foundation. By exchanging knowledge and collaborating with our local partners, we are better able to inform our donors, continually strengthen our own processes, and ensure that the greatest impact is achieved. Finally, our innovative systems make international grant-making safe and simple for all types of donors, from multinational corporations to individuals, including their advisors. Our metrics ultimately track the difference that we are able to make in empowering individuals to improve their lives. We count the number of programs that serve disadvantaged groups such as indigenous communities or the elderly thanks to our support. We also track the number of people reached, a child who would otherwise have to leave school to help support the family, or youth whose job skills training will open up a path to new opportunities. And we measure the funding we've provided so that our local partners can strengthen their organizations and programs each year. Beyond the numbers, we base our success on the real change our support creates, the knowledge and training that is provided to individuals who just need an opportunity to reach their full potential and improve their lives and communities, as well as the synergies that are created through the programs funded. Real change does not occur in a vacuum. It needs individuals, communities, nonprofits, the private and public sector. You may not know that while the Resource Foundation is not an implementing organization, we work closely with our donors to develop and coordinate programs that meet their charitable goals. One example is the Education and Gender Equity Program that, with support from our donors, leverages collaboration among NGOs across the region to improve the quality of education for thousands of children over 3 years. Since our founding, we've built a broad network of effective, fully vetted local organizations working in all major areas of development, such as sustainable agriculture, basic education, healthcare and HIV/AIDS, the environment, and many more. In this way, we make it possible for donors to safely support innovative programs that reflect their giving priorities. Over the last 25+ years, we've funded nearly 2,000 projects across the region with more than $67 million in funding. Our support provides roughly 2 million men, women, and children with vital training, healthcare, educational support, and other tools they need to improve their lives. One of the Resource Foundation's ongoing efforts is to raise awareness about the persistent challenges facing Latin America and the Caribbean. The face of poverty in this region is different from that of Africa or the Far East. Despite the challenges, Latin America is seen as a relatively stable region. But that doesn't mean it doesn't have pressing needs. 70 million people still live in poverty in Latin America. It is still the most unequal region in the world, and it faces ongoing challenges around issues such as women's empowerment, disabilities, education, the environment, and HIV/AIDS. With additional resources, we would expand our work on regional programs that leverage collaboration with and among knowledgeable local practitioners to multiply our impact. For example, we would reactivate the Latin America Clean Water Initiative, which would benefit thousands of men, women, and children across several countries with improved access to clean drinking water, training to manage water systems and ensure their long-term success, and education that can save lives and ecosystems. In addition, we would continue to create and strengthen organizational networks, which are critical to improving overall capacity in Latin America's nonprofit sector. It is commonly known that chronic diseases and mental health were overlooked in the 8 Millennium Development Goals, established by leaders from 189 countries in 2000 to combat extreme poverty in all of its dimensions by 2015. As a result, these issues have taken a back seat to other international development priorities. Through our work with local organizations, we have seen that chronic diseases are the leading cause of death, most of which occur in poorer countries, yet they are not being addressed by local policies or donors. In recent years, the Resource Foundation has been working to raise awareness about these issues and others, such as underemployment among youth, lack of access to market, and lack of gender parity. We're already supporting programs that focus on some of these, and with your support, we would be able to dedicate even more resources to the challenges.